Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Nurul Awatif Asri and my supervisor is Associate Professor Dr. Maslina binti Mansur. I will be presenting about my research topic, which is Creative Green Design Approach in 2020's application for Pansapuri Selayang Mulia Low Cost Housing Community. The keyword for my topic is green design in 2020s and low-cost housing community. My case study is located at Pansapuri Selayang Mulia, Selangor. So what is the issue for this topic? The first one is the mass production of the low-cost housing resulted in stereotype green design characteristic. Secondly, landscape characteristic in low-cost housing area is remain unaddressed and never been a priority to developers and residents. The third one is residents tend to feel dissatisfied with the facilities provided and the existing characteristic of their outdoor environment. All these issues will be discussed later in this topic. But before we are going further, I'm going to explain how this green design concept started to merge. It is started in 1980s where the global warming is arising. Then technologies began to transform urban landscape. However, these technologies caused the environmental impacts. Next, in 1990s, scientists start to publish a few publications to gain awareness and environment from public and professionals. Lastly, in early 2000s, sustainability acts are established and it reflects the diversity and has an influence on green design. Hence, it is where the green design concepts start to begin. Ladies and gentlemen, so what is green design? To put in a simple word, green design is designing for bio-integration to its full extent through century with new improvisation or improve technologies for a better quality of life while minimizing the environmental impacts. As shown in the slide, there are 6 types of green design, which are the first one is open spaces, site planning, material and resources, energy use, environmental quality, and operation and maintenance. So, has green design started in Malaysia? Yes, green design started in 2007. However, it faces a few difficulties such as lack of green technology. In fact, those areas and houses that apply the green design concept is increasing in price. Hence, the demand in Malaysia is low. Next, we move to low-cost housing community. Low-cost housing communities in Malaysia is a community with monthly income below than RM3,000. Low-cost housing in Malaysia is introduced in the first Malaysian plan around 1996 to 1970. Roughly, the residents of low-cost housing community are rural urban migrants. Moreover, low-cost housing is based on the affordability and its strategic location between urban areas. Do low-cost housing community in Malaysia apply the green design concept? Yes, but in a very minimal way. Based on the literature review, the stereotype of green design in low-cost housing in Malaysia is divided into 3 categories, which are green facilities, landscape design, and livelihood program as shown in the slide. The first one is green facilities, and one of the example is parking area where the parking area is insufficient and no shaded provided, or even an unmaintained playground that need to be shared with the middle class residential area. The next one is landscape design. Landscape area in low-cost housing community is limited and utilized for personal spaces, and it is also for community work such as urban farming. Then for the livelihood practice, as example in PPR Sungai Bonas, a kiosk and equipment is provided for the residents. Yayasan Sejahtera also support poor families in PPR Sungai Bonas with small business. Therefore, the aim for this research is to study the compatible creative green design concept for low-cost housing community in Pansapuri Selayang Mulia. This aim can be achieved by the following objectives. The first one is to identify the concept of creative green design that is approaching in 2020s. The second one is to recognize the potential spaces at low-cost housing community Pansapuri Selayang Mulia that is applicable for creative green design. And the third one is to apply the concept of creative green design for low-cost housing community at Pansapuri Selayang Mulia. For the data collection process, we use both primary and secondary data, which is observation and interview for primary data and desktop analysis for secondary data. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the finding for the observation data. The observation is based on the 3 categories in the literature review, which are green facilities, landscape design, and livelihood program. An example for the green facilities is the parking area, where it is not spacious for all residents. In fact, there is no shade and divider provided for resident safety. Next, the example for landscape design is we found that there are two abandoned spaces on the residential area, which is unutilized and left unmaintained. This is a great potential spaces to be improved and apply the green design concept. Lastly, the example for the livelihood program is the high rents issue voiced out by the residents. Pansapuri Selayang Mulia consists of 2 blocks apartment. There are shop blocks provided in every ground level for each block, but somehow all the shop lots are bought by the capitalists and rent it out for higher price, which the residents can't afford, and the residents end up build their own simple stalls along the street for living. The table on the slide shows the result that half of the category of green element is provided in Pansapuri Selayang Mulia and the other half is not provided. But only 15% of the provided green elements are applied the green design approach. Next, for the interview data collection process, the questions are divided into 4 themes, which are population background, landscape quality, livelihood program practice, and recommendation for future improvement. We have interviewed 2 residents of Pansapuri Selayang Mulia. The figure shows the overall summary of the interview session. It is stated that residents consist of B40 people. 65% of the residents bought the house while the remaining 25% are tenants. For the landscape quality, it is shown that the residents have less awareness of the landscape environment because they stated that the lesser the surrounding landscape is better because it can cut the maintenance costs. In the context of livelihood practice, they do have one which is only for children education purpose, where a kindergarten is provided and a tuition class for school students. Other than that, there is no program provided because the residents stated that they don't have a space to do such program to generate income. The first consideration for improvement, residents suggested that the improvement of the entrance, as there is no safety at all, including other facilities. For the secondary data, we did desktop analysis where we find solutions and suggestions for the issues. The first reference study for Pansapuri Selayang Mulia low-cost housing community is the urban farming project at low-cost housing community in Southwark, London. It is designed by the Freeze Hack. Then for the green facilities, we should implement the green design approach for parking lots, where it maximizing shades using natural drainage such as bioswale and rain garden, and it use permeable paving such as porous paving. For the livelihood program, we can take an example of PPR Sungai Bones, where they provided a kiosk and tools equipment for single moms to generate income. And also, they provided a skill and motivational training. This is the recommendation for this study, which are the first one is green bus stop design. The next one is green landscape design for urban farming that done in Southwark, London, and livelihood program practice in PPR Sungai Bones. Last but not least, to conclude it all, the green design concept is rarely being applicable in low-cost housing community in Malaysia, especially Pansapuri Selayang Mulia. It is because of the awareness from both residents and developer, and also the perception of consuming higher production costs. Green design approach is compatible and it is approved for low-cost housing community because it is affordable. The production cost will be lesser than the maintenance fee because the green design approach can maintain for a very long time. That is all from me and thank you very much.